request.
So sorry, dear. Hi.
Is there a way that I can make a request? Is there?
There is, but I think it's for people who under 35 and under. That just, you know, that's the 30 and under stuff. You know, us 35 and older, we need
I got 35 and under fans. I want to know how you do it. If there's a way to do it, I want to know.
I don't know. I got to ask somebody 30 and under. That's what I'm saying.
I can make. Is that true, guys? Can you make a request to talk to me when I'm live? Can somebody say yes? I know Team Love Queen Nation is out there somewhere.
Yes. How are you? Hi.
How are you? How are you?
I'm great. Welcome to Glasses After Dark. I'm so excited to be here with you tonight.
Thank you.
Yes, and you handsome, got your glasses, your sexy specs on. We ready.
Thank you. Thank you.
So as I was letting everyone know a little bit that we're going to get into a couple of things tonight about some music, of course, and some relationship topics because that's what you sing about. Okay? And there's a little bit of, I have a secret as well.
Okay.
I got a little beef with you. Okay? Uh-oh. Yes. Yes. The beef is, you know, all the love music you make, you know, it's so wonderful, but it makes us text at night when we shouldn't. You know, it makes us want to reach out to the person we probably shouldn't reach out to. So I want you tonight to let us know when to do these things and to whom we should do it to.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay? Because these songs be having us messed up, Raheem.
Okay.
All right. So towards the end, we're going to do a little Q&A. Do you want to say hey to everyone before we get going?
Hey, peace, everybody. How you doing? How you doing?
King stuff. And you just recently had a birthday, too.
I did.
Yes. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Awesome. I sung happy birthday to you already, so I don't think I'm going to do it again.
All right. Appreciate it.
So let's just go ahead and dive in. Okay, so I really want to get started. I know everyone already knows who you are, but I do like to give people a little bit of a history of the man that sits before us. Okay, so let's tell us, when did you get started in the music business?
I started, man, it's been going on, 20 years that I've been in this game, you know?
Yes.
And, you know, paying my dues and putting it down and putting out a lot of consistent music. My first album came out in 2005, The Love Experience.
Yes.
Leading all the way up to album 7, which dropped 2019, The Love Reunion, which I think is some of the best music to date. It's doing extremely well, streaming and what have you. And, so that's where I think that time has helped me build what we built, you know?
Absolutely. Now I want to get a little bit into the Love Experience, okay? I was introduced to it in 2006, okay? I was working at OnStar. I was an OnStar customer sales rep, so I was the person you heard on the phone. So it was, you know, thank you for calling OnStar. This is Joy. How can I help? You know, I was that one, okay? So,
I had 2-piece with
and I got
hot sauce. OnStar.
Oh my goodness, those calls used to be off the chain. But in the break room, we used to have this satellite, this XM satellite jukebox, okay? And someone put on your album, okay? And the first song that was played was You, okay, which everyone loves. And I think, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and skip to it right now.
All right. So,
y'all already know. Can y'all hear it? Now, when you at work, you know, this is probably not the song you really just need to be listening to in the break room because you start hip rolling and stuff, you know, and people start thinking you're unprofessional, you know. Now your voice then changed. You then went from, oh, yeah, hey, to, you know, to hey. So that is how I was introduced to Raheem Devaughn. And when I say this song right here, when it comes on in a club, please, hip rolling full effects, okay? So when you wrote this, were you in a relationship? What was going on?
No, I wasn't in a relationship at the time. I don't think when I wrote that record. Everything I do is not from a personal space. You know what I mean? It's from a gift. It's from a gift bestowed upon me. Okay. So I just kind of do what the music tells me to do. You know what I'm saying? And what that moment tells me to do, you know? And like halfway through it, like when I started thinking of like the verses, I knew what it could be, and I knew what it was. You know, I felt like it was going to be an anthem or something that not just one woman would think it's about them, but all women would think it's about them. You know, so and that's what I try to have those. You know, every album or every other album or so.
So wait a minute. So basically, this is more of the sweeter version of "I Bet You Think This Song Is About You." Okay, but the thing about it is, see, I'm fascinated. I come from the gospel industry. So I'm very fascinated with music and how writers come up with their lyrics or the melody and everything like that in the space that it comes from. Because you make music that transcends to hundreds of thousands and millions of people, and they are all unified in their excitement and enjoyment of it. And to create something like that, to me, it's just it's rare to be able to do that, you know, even though we have a lot of music out here, but to create music that connects millions of people at one time and have that same feeling when it hits you. I mean, how does that happen? How does that resonate with you?
I mean, it's cool, you know. You just try to use your superpowers for good, you know. Stay away,
Okay.
stay away from the kryptonite. Yeah, definitely.
And we're going to get into some of that kryptonite in some of these songs, okay? Now, do you mind if I get a little personal?
Go shoot.
Is Raheem Devaughn single?
No, that's
Ladies. Huh?
that's common knowledge, though.
Ladies, I mean, some women were DMing me talking about they were going to try to shoot their shot. So you heard it from him.
You know, you can shoot it. Good luck.
He just makes the music, y'all. He just makes the music. Okay. Now, Raheem, I know that you've worked with a lot of people, a lot of different genres, a lot of, tell me your experience, because I'm from Detroit.
Okay,
So,
what up, though? You should have started. You supposed to start out. You started this conversation all wrong then.
you know what, I let them know earlier that I was from Detroit. So yes, and I know that you did your song with Dwele. So tell me about that experience about collaborating with him.
Man, my first experience with Dwele was I met Dwele through DJ Jazzy Jeff. I was introduced to Dwele sound through DJ Jazzy Jeff. He told me that there was this cat coming to Detroit.
Okay.
I'm from Detroit, the Philly, named Dwele, who flew in town, and it was just like he said it was. He said he was dope, and he played me some records, and I was like intrigued. Like, yo, this cat is dope.
Okay.
And, we met, and I remember coming in. He was in a session with Pete Kuzma when we met for the first time. He had a really dope vibe, and he had what I thought was a unique sound. It reminded me of, I don't know. I can't say what it reminded me of. Like, it was just different. It was in a lane of what I do. You know,
Okay.
but it was still something. It was still different. It was a mystique about it. Like, and you know, like I hope that when people heard my music for the first time, they heard something that was genuine and authentic about it.
Okay.
It was that same feeling of when I first heard like D'Angelo for the first time. I heard like a Bilal or Music Soul Child. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had their own distinct, definitive sound. You know what I'm saying? And now I think that if I had any criticism to the culture, like a lot of the artists sound alike.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Sonic, you know what I'm saying? They all work with the same individuals or the same songwriters, and it's the same. And there's no disrespect to that, you know what I mean? But it you know it can be mistaken for like what they would call like back in the day biting. You know what I'm saying? Like where like when you like where you go and just basically
Right. Because people
take
think if it
the
works,
whole,
if it's not
you know,
broke,
yeah, it
don't fix.
takes my whole flow, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's just not the case. You know what I'm saying? I guess, you know, that's what's working for right now. But I wanted to, when I heard him, I heard something that was very distinct. And one of the so I was there as a writer too, you know, at the time, and as a songwriter, and I that I penned Is It Possible for him. So that record that was on my first album, Is It Possible, was actually, that was written for Dwele. Like, he recorded the record and everything. And when I was turning my album in, somehow or another they heard that record. I want to say maybe my manager played it for him.
Okay.
But I hadn't, and they ended up saying, hey, we need to keep that record. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need to. So then they got involved and basically kind of snatched the record back. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Went ahead and paid for it and contacted the producer. I wasn't really
put the whole thing together.
Yeah, then it kind of, so then I was very concerned about it making the relationship weird. Because at this point, me and him had cultivated a relationship, you know, and I wanted to do other things with him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I had to call him and have I had a grown man's conversation, be like, hey man, look, I was really looking forward to you doing that record, and I'm sure you were looking forward to doing it, and because that was one of the few times I had an opportunity to tailor make something for somebody. Them like it, admire it, you know what I'm saying? Be willing to do it, right? And I made it specifically for them. You know what I mean? As a songwriter, and that's a songwriter's dream, was for somebody to execute it or actually take it and raise the bar of it.
Yeah.
That could have been that was supposed to be I kind of envisioned that for us. That would have been like my Jill Scott, Erykah Badu moment. You know what I'm saying? Because he was already out. People were already checking for him. He had been working with Madlib and all these really dope Detroit sound. He came out of that Jay Dilla crew. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that was a moment. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like they kind of were trying to create this moment, and then have us maybe we could kind of be possibly pinned against us. And I just wasn't with it. Not, you know what I mean? So, man, he was cool, and so Real Recognize Real, man, he was really cool about it.
Oh my gosh,
he was cool about it. He understood it. He got it. I think I even said probably on the conversation, look, bro, once I dropped the joint, put that joint out on a mixtape or something. You know what I'm saying? And then he did. He put it out on the mixtape, and then I blended them and put them together. And it was like, it's a version out there somewhere with like where I did a blend, where it's, you know what I mean?
Oh, we gotta find it.
Yeah, it's some mixtape or something. I don't know. But anyway, man,
I'm actually playing a song that you guys that you did on his song, on his album, Dim the Lights.
So we've worked a lot together since then. You know, he was on one of my mixtapes previously. He's had me do 2 cuts on projects for him since then. There've been some other collaborations too, but he did Nobody Wins a War. He jumped on that for me. And we've been in heavy talks. We've been in heavy talks about a group. You know what I'm saying? Like for some time.
Oh, that'd be hot.
Me, him, me, Dwele.
You almost made me take my glasses off of that.
Dwele, Eric Roberson, and Anthony Hamilton is my dream vision. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Now that. Oh my gosh, I don't even know how people could handle that. That's a lot of power on one stage.
Yeah, I even like toss names, you know what I'm saying, at one point. Now, if we want to take it, now we just want to make it so it's just like epic, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we could even have like, you know, Music Soul Child. If we talking about like 5, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Honey, look. I'm jotting these names.
You know what I mean? Or we could definitely, I mean, Eric Roberson.
Eric.
You know what I'm saying?
Music, Anthony. Dwele.
So
I love it.
So yeah, so I just, those are just dreams.
They talking about it. They want it now.
Dream on, right?
They want it.
So
the people.
But I'm ready. Like I even got it. I know how I'm staying on go, so I'm ready. I probably got my 3 to 4 songs I would need to contribute to the career, because everybody's a phenomenal writer and has a formula, and that's and again that's what makes us over 35 and over artists.
I'm 37, so you know.
That's what's up.
So, I mean, just to get back, now your sounds are a little bit like Anthony, you know, he's a little bit more, you know, rugged, a little bit, you know, that hoarseness, you know, and you're more smooth, and Dwele is
a crooner.
Hmm?
Anthony is a crooner. Anthony
Okay.
is a I would refer to as a crooner, like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so as far as the music melody, because he you know, he's a little bit more, little churchy soul. You are a little bit more laid back.
I call it would be like hot grits and honey. It's grit. But, you know what I'm saying?
You better go ahead and
that's
describe.
how I would just, like, if I do a record for him, that's what the vocal would be like. When we done with the vocal and the lyric, whatever, it would be like hot grits and honey. You know what I'm saying?
That should be the name of the album.
But you said how would I describe? But you said how would I describe my sound?
Yes. How would you describe it? Because go ahead.
Probably like ice cream melting in your mouth. Right? Like at the bombest time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when, like, it's summer, it's just that right type of heat where it's been like sticky all day and the sun is about to go down, and you done had a good plate of food, and now you're ready for dessert, and you go to eat that favorite batch of ice cream, and
see, ladies, don't fall for the trap. This is the trap.
Thank your mouth is like, thank you. Whatever.
See, ladies, this is what they do.
Gosh.
See, this is what they do. You know, they get you all geeked up, and guess what? It's reserved for somebody else. Okay, there you go. This is what, and we're gonna get into that. But I definitely, your music, for me, because I'm a fan first. You know, I enjoy communicating and kicking it and all that, but I'm a fan first. So when I'm listening to music and I'm going through something, or I need to be in a certain mood, if you're able to take me there song after song after song, I'm connecting with you. You're into my personal space. And so for me, that I have a lot of respect for that. So for you to describe it the way that you're describing it, that's exactly, I can just speak for the ones that are out there. I can agree. I agree to that. So kudos for you, you know, doing your thing on that note. Now, I do want to talk a little bit more about your collaborations, okay? So, how was it like working with the gang?
Oh, that was dope. Chuck is dope, man. That's my man. It was interesting because I had never been in the studio with this is a good interview, by the way.
Oh, thank you. And I'm enjoying your song.
I sense that it might be, though. You know what I mean? So I know, you know, because we had that convo offline. And yeah, this is a good interview. I see why you're doing what you're doing, and you should continue to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's probably and life is probably giving you this time to be able to do that.
Thank you. I receive it. Thank you.
But yeah.
Hallelujah.
The game, it was dope. The game was dope, man. It was just it was interesting, man. Because I've been in Cali. I had been in Cali numerous times, but I've never been around like West Coast culture, like for real.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So when I went there,
what about that West Coast culture?
Yeah, like, I mean, it was real. Like, it was gang, you know, it was activated. Like
the bandanas,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was a lot of activity. And I'm cool. I'm cool wherever I go. I pulled up, you know, Dolo, me and Allah pull up and boom, you know, and it was a great, the air smelled great. You know what I'm saying? It was a great quality. The Tiba in the air, and integrate.
Okay. You know, when you go west, when you go south, it is different than the Midwest. I mean, everything is so industrial here, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
And
yeah,
but when
yeah.
you go there, it's just the birds chirping differently. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a whole different
No,
vibe.
it was kind of like it was a real environment. You know what I'm saying? And,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember kind of like vaguely. I think the first time I came to the session, it was something going on. And whatever it was serious. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's just some stuff he was dealing with family or what.
Okay.
You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You come in and he was on the phone and it was like, I've been that guy on the other end. I've been that guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because nobody
Okay.
understand what it is to be us, you know?
Yeah.
You know, so it was good, man. And then we finally connected musically. It was just like really dope. You know, that was I love the creativity that he added to that record. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
I would have. You told me he would have went in there with that. Let girl, sex.
I'm playing one.
Yeah,
Hey. Mm.
like yeah, that was dope. Yeah,
I'm playing right now. If y'all don't know what the song is, this is Touchdown featuring Raheem and Gang. And I've been listening to you more than him. Like, you got a couple of inserts in there, but you like dominating the song. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more like Raheem featuring a snippet of the game, you know, right
man.
now. But it's just even for his caliber of music, you know, this is a good vibe.
Yeah,
You know, I never would have, you know, and I have to admit that I hadn't heard this song until recent. But
yeah,
just to like, dang,
yeah.
okay.
That should have been that should have been a big record. You know what I'm
It
saying?
it
That
really,
huge
for sure.
record for Cali had it been, yeah, you know, yeah, that was a dope record, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. So if y'all just wanted to know what was just played, that was Touchdown featuring our guy. Look, no. Starring. No, I'm just playing. We don't want no beef. Featuring the game. No, sorry, starring the game, featuring our guy Raheem Devaughn. Okay. And so now I gotta represent for the ladies. Okay. Now you did do a song
Mhm.
with now I like her. I like her music. Now
Mhm.
a lot of you all may not know who she is just yet. Hold on.
Okay.
It was kind of rough because I don't curse, and so I try not to play a lot of cursing. She going
Uh-huh.
in. You already know what I'm talking about.
No, you gotta just play it. What is?
Oh shoot! Now I just want to let y'all know.
Got a lot of music out. Turn it
It's
up.
a look. This is called Deuces,
Okay.
featuring Tyra Jones.
Yeah. Toronto. Yeah. From Chicago.
She going ham.
Yeah. She kills it. I saw. You know how that record came about. Like, um, I told her. I saw her on IG rhyming. I didn't know she rhymed. I know from the acting.
Okay,
And
right.
when I saw, I reached out and was like, yo, we should do a record. And that's kind of just how, it just happened organically,
Man, when I tell you she is, there's not a whole lot of female rappers that I like because, you got to tell a story for me. So
Mm-hmm.
when I came across her music and I was like, no, actually I came across her IG page and she was just
Mm-hmm.
spitting. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, I feel that. Oh, yes, yes. And so I
Yeah.
started listening to some of her music, and
Yeah.
as women, you perfect.
She has bars for days. And she's very multifaceted.
Yes.
Like she's one
Yes.
of the dopest. We ain't ever like kicked it, but you know how you want to
Mm-hmm.
kick somebody just to like get some insight on life?
Yeah.
She's so freaking dope. Like really
Yeah.
dope. Like multifaceted.
Good spiritual background.
Like the other day, for example, right?
Mm-hmm.
She posted a photo of her or a video of her like as a butcher, like butchering meat. But like, and a few times we talked, she's like, "Yo, like I'm meeting in the kitchen," and yeah, I guess so. If you were a butcher, you know what I mean?
Hold
I
on.
mean,
And she just got
play,
ordained a
play,
minister.
play bad instruments.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? got the acting chops. It's a lot of people out here with a lot of talent. You know what I'm saying? And definitely
Yes.
this time has been it's been given that it's been showing us that too, and you know, other gifts, you know, that people have.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you, this joint that y'all have together, because the song is definitely cutthroat. You know what I'm saying? She
Yeah.
cutting it to him, and then but you bring that smooth, like, okay, just vibe to it. You know what I'm saying? Just vibe. You getting karate chopped, but just vibe. You know, so I definitely love this collaboration with the two of you.
Yeah,
I wanted to pull out your vest.
tell you deuces with the pizza, being ready like one time. Yeah, that's
Hey,
it. That's a,
hey. I was hoping you was gonna give me a little something. I was hoping. Thank you. Hopefully it's not the last. Okay, we're gonna do our last collab. Okay, now I was kind of mad about this song. Okay, I was mad because you took a little bit of my favorite song and put it with them. And
okay.
I really didn't, I didn't approve of it too much, let things be. But okay, here we go. This is Real Woman, Real Women.
Oh yeah.
How you gonna take this and go hit UGK? Come
Well,
on.
that's. I mean, how not? You know what I mean? First of all, shout out to Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta start.
Yes.
I'm assuming you say you love. Guess who loves you so more? Guess who loves you more so much you couldn't hear anything else over that loop other than that. Is that what you're implying?
Well, I mean, don't
Or
get
you,
me wrong.
or are you saying that basically it's an Earth, Wind, and Fire song? You don't want nobody messing with your Earth, Wind, and Fire song.
No, I don't want nobody to mess with Guess Who Loves You More.
That's cool, but I get, that's what you did witness with that is that not many people can reinvent themselves two times.
That's
You
true.
know, I took that first song and did what I did with it, and then when Pimp C reached out to me, um, which is crazy because I still don't know to this day how he got my number. He never told me. He just
they
called me,
find a way.
man.
They
I answered
find a
the
way.
phone. He's like, say man, this Pimp C. And I stopped. I looked at the phone, and I was like, yeah, it's Pimp C, UGK for life, right? Yeah. I just touched down. I just came home, man, and I just want to tell you, I appreciate, that record, man. I Guess Who Love You More, man. That me and my lady through while I was in there, man.
Mm.
Yeah, he said. So I was thinking, man, we take that thing and kind of just flip it, I'm
Yeah.
on it, man. So I'm gonna get it to you. Hey, it was what's so crazy is he never asked me. He basically told
He just
me.
told you. He like, okay, so yeah, that's hot.
Hey,
So we need the
hey,
studio.
it was
And
like
he was like, okay.
it was a master finesse move, like, and I was with
Pimp
it,
C.
and I was with it because I'm like, yeah, church, tabernacle. No, you know what I'm saying?
What that's dope. It's a compliment. You kind of make you
Yeah.
feel, huh?
I said, just man, that was a. I wish he's one person I wish he's a person I wish I could have like really hung out with. We did hang out one time though, in Houston, real live, man. But I wish I could have got some real time with him. You know what I'm saying? Like put one in the air, talk about life. What the South is like. Introduction to the South proper. You know what I mean? And that'd have been nice.
And he definitely strikes me as a man of knowledge, a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge, and to have a conversation with a deep conversation, a one-on-one would have definitely been life
Yeah.
changing, I believe.
And every time I Bun really embraces me and kind of has taken me over his wings over the years. I was on live a few weeks ago and he tapped in and I went live and we chopped it up. He's definitely given me great advice over the years and told me how much he admired me and the integrity of what I stand for and great music and how the music is works for him and the wifey and I've done birthday greetings for her and that type. Like, yeah, man, like they just some really solid guys and how they've moved and when I think about the movement that I'm building, although it's a completely, totally different genre of music, that's what I strive to have, that type of fan base that they have. You know, this is loyal. You know, move when it's like, yo, we move, and they moving with you. You know,
Yeah.
and that's how you move mountains, and that's how you have staying power in this business. You know.
I'm a represent UGK real quick.
Yeah.
Now, we all love this. Everybody on the joint. Just a
Yeah.
quick shout out.
Okay.
Pimp C, everybody. Big Boy Andre. You know, just a little shout out.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Y'all know this. Hey. This is, of course, International Players Anthem.
Yeah.
Just a little quick shout out, but that's what's up. So let me ask you this. Out of all the people that you've collaborated with and networked with, who was your best collaboration?
My best collaboration?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I've made that yet, you know? It's, yeah, you know? Hopefully time and opportunity will present itself to do, like, I think I've scratched the surface of what I can do. And, you know, just as it's becoming a new world, you know, it's going to be a new world musically too. You know what I mean? It's going to be a new sound. It's going to be birthed from this. It's going to be a new way of performing. It's going to be birthed from this. It's going to be, you know, a new form of monetization that will be birthed from this. You know, we'll come out of this coronavirus quarantine. We'll come out of this smarter, wiser, healthier, um, and kinder, you know, to one another. You know.
Yeah, but you know what? And I see you doing your thing. Nightly, you're playing the jams. You know, giving the people the love and the music and every night. And what I love about it is that you're not allowing yourself just to stay stuck as some people are. You know, this is actually, it's a blessing in disguise for those who know who they are, who believe that God has something in store. And all this is just giving us the opportunity to reset, to restructure, to revamp. As we are witnessing those, you know, different tragedies, and this should remind us how blessed we are, how fortunate we are on the other side, you know. And for you to take that initiative to say, hey, I'm gonna use this time to restructure. I'm gonna come up with a different show. I'm about to come and bring it and give the customers, your clients, your fans, everyone, what they need and what they want. And I think that is so amazing as a man, that you pulling your books up and saying, hey, I'm not gonna just sit back and talk junk and complain. I'm about to get in it. You know what I'm saying? So I commend you for that. Until
yeah, I mean, I can't do that. I don't know how to do that. You know what I'm saying? We don't break, bend, or fold. You know what I mean?
Period.
We adapt. You know what I mean? We adapt. We cultivate. We innovate. We aspire to inspire. That's what I do. You know? So I know, you know, I know that I know when I started doing what I was doing. I know who started other things. I know who started activities. I know who's trying to do what I'm trying to do. I know who's gonna be, you know, successful and have their own version of what I'm doing. But what I'm doing is what I'm doing, and and I have tunnel vision on that, and I don't have really time to get caught up in what everybody
else on.
You know what I mean? Like I would be if I did. If I kept looking back, I wouldn't be able to be where I am front. You know what I mean? So it's already too late. You know?
Okay, y'all, I want y'all to get y'all questions ready because we're going to throw a couple at you. But I want to break down some of these songs, okay? We're going to go real quick through some of these songs for us, okay? Now, this one here, I'm going to restart it. Okay, and I'm going to speak for the ladies. Because when we hear this is what we're expecting, okay?
Uh-oh.
We're expecting this. So you're saying here, I'm getting the lyrics together because Huh? Okay, hold on. I want to drown you out. So let me see if I can connect my situation here. Let's see. Hopefully, hello. Oh, we winning. All right, loud and clear. Okay. Can you hear it now?
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's see here. Let's take a minute to read the menu. If you're looking for a man, pause. Pause. If you're looking for a man, if you're looking for a friend, if you're looking for someone to talk to, take your time, for I'll fill your order. See, this is what, let me keep going. I can appetize you or main course you. See, a lot of us, I think we've been appetized. I think we've been on but we're trying to get on that main course. Okay? Now, caution, because the plate is hot and I'm the catch of the day. Now, listen here. We're going to go ahead and continue to play.
No, you listen here.
Well, come on.
Well, come on with it then.
I'm saying, okay, so you're saying all this stuff, and we like, yes. So when we go out here, and the guy like, hey, how you doing? Are you going to serve me up? Is it have it my way? But then if we wanted to have it our way, guess what? It's a problem. Okay? So how can we as women position ourselves to you in a way that we can, that you want it? You want to give us what we like. You want to do the things that make us happy. I think there's a disconnect between what we believe men want and what you actually want to see. So why don't you explain a little bit of this to make a man want to say these things? How do you envision that woman being when you're speaking that?
Oh, can you repeat the question again, please?
I know it was a little lengthy. Okay, so
I got it.
Okay.
Well, what you got to do is, so you got to stay in position, and when you get in that position, it keeps you in a position to be in a position to be that position filler. See, and that makes your position important. You understand? And your position, it's a very unique position. But you have to play your position with precision. Follow me on this now.
Ladies, we ain't gonna never know.
with precision, so that when you have that incision, right? Hello.
This is why I have the other glass.
You have that. See, then you have the vision. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? You see where I'm taking you with this thing? You gotta have. It sounds like it reminds me of a mixtape. Once where the brother said, "You gotta have vision." You understand? You understand me? Now listen, man. I too do not have all the answers, right?
It sounds like it.
But let's in 15 seconds or less shorten your question for me. And women want to know what?
Okay, so women want to know what type of role or what type of presentation do we need to have in order to ignite this type of conversation from a man?
So are we talking sexually? Are we talking you talking from a sexual standpoint? Are you
talking
emotional standpoint?
I'll say emotional.
Or completely?
Completely.
Okay, well, I mean, first, I would say you got to take the time to learn that man. You know what I mean? To learn what his flaws are, so that you can help in those areas if possible. I mean, that doesn't mean you gotta be this guy's mother. You know what I mean? Or a mother figure to him. You know what I mean? But you want to try to know what the flaws are, and if he wants to grow, figure out how to help that brother grow. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then I think that yeah, you got that time to learn the person. You being involved.
Okay, you kind of went in and out just a little bit, but I got most of it. Okay, so I'm going to keep going, because the thing about it is I don't want to get too in depth into this, because I did, I spoke with a couple of ladies prior to this, and we were just talking about how these love songs, how they really impact us. And when we're talking to men, how that's sometimes that's not the energy that you receive, or it's not the lingo. So it's like, how is it you have it, and you can relate to so many people, but when it is time to communicate with that woman, it gets lost. So maybe it's what she's doing, or what that man is looking for at that time, because you have a lot of different songs, like Don't Come Easy, which is one of my favorites.
Well, I mean, I can make a song that can make the world sing, and my life could be in shambles. You can't confuse somebody's gift with their you can't confuse their mojo with life.
Yeah.
The expression of life, and who they are. And you're turning up.
You said what?
You got to turn the music down.
Uh,
The music keeps turning up.
okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, you have to. We can't do that.
So what we need to take into consideration as listeners is that an artist is an artist, and that's their gift. And when they present it to us, it is up to us to apply it in the way that we're supposed to apply it and see fit, and not to confuse the two.
Yeah, because you sometimes you confuse, the Raheem Devaughn that makes the music is different from the Raheem Devaughn that may be parenting, or you know what I mean? And I think in our world, or being a public figure, just being, let's be real, just being a human. Everybody, once you leave out of your comfort zone, I'm about to give you the word.
I'm ready. Come on with it.
Once you leave out of your comfort zone, and step out into the world, somebody on all levels is dealing with your representative.
Yes, I agree.
Like, somebody's dealing with your representative. Like, once you step out of your own comfort zone, you have to be, and everybody different representative depending on what their need is from you, what you need from them. You know what I mean? The only place you really kind of don't have to be the representative is in the comfort of your own in your own environment, with people who actually really know you. Like, you know what I'm saying? People that know you for years, people that your children that live with you, your husband, your boyfriend, your mate, and at the day, the only person you can't put, whether you're in the home or out in the street, the only person that you can't, it doesn't have to deal with the representative, but you can't hide that person from, is the person in the mirror. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Exactly. And you know what? And now I'm so glad that you mentioned it that way, because now I don't want to hear anymore, oh, I want a guy like or Idris Elba. I want a guy like Maxwell, or a guy like Raheem. This man, what he presents on screen is what he presents on screen, or what he presents in music. Who he is after that,
well, you gotta take the time to be. You gotta take the time to, for Eric Roberson once had this song. He has a song called "Hit Me Over the Music," where he talks about this chick that he dealt with. You know what I'm saying, and how it went left because she couldn't hear me over the music. Couldn't hear me over the music. She never really knew my song. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta hear over. You can't get caught up in the fool's gold of it. You know what I mean? Like, everybody has a story to tell. Take that. Take that. It's like the guy that walks into the strip club, right? And he assumes, because he made, and I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna go there, right? And
Okay.
he assumes because this lady is in there, completely unclothed, that she's one way, her scenario, or whatever she may, you know, where she may be from, how she is, or unintelligent, or you know what her deal is for being there. And he may be totally wrong. You know what I mean?
Mm.
She could, you know what I mean? It's like you judge a book by its cover. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
Somebody said, "Come now, Pastor Devaughn."
but it's the plot twist. You ready? Because I know we got some loyal followers and supporters out there. The gag is that because of what I do, it'll force you to have to man up, and because I make those love songs or certain things, it's kind of like the rapper that talks about, you know, murder, murder, kill, kill, bang, bang, bang. You know, I
But
represent that. At some point, somebody is going to test you or pull a rug from underneath you and say, well, you ain't so gangster after all. You know what I mean? That's why I attempt to be as I try to be as transparent as I can in my music. You know what I mean? But as a person, and you know, I think I say a lot of times I'm not perfect, or I'm human just like you, to remind myself. You know what I mean? So I too can fall short. You know what I mean? Everybody got some
we
things they're
are.
not proud of,
Yeah.
they've done,
Yeah.
experience in their life, or they're trying to heal from, or you
Yes.
know what I mean? And for everybody for every person that that uh that's happy or in bliss or whatever, there's somebody else that could be in complete like pain
Yeah.
and hurt for the same reason that they in bliss.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm. That's what we're experiencing now.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to take it all the way there.
No,
Because
please.
that's what it's coming down to, the have and the have nots.
Mm.
You know?
Yes, yes. And I don't want to, drag out the, because everyone of course is speaking on quarantine and everything, but this is such a transitional mentality that we're going through right now. It's just a transitional state, and our mentality is being affected, our decision making is being affected. And we're watching other people who are essential or non-essential and unemployed, employed, and we're becoming a little bit judgmental about everyone's situations, when we really just need to be focused on, okay, what do we need to do? How do I need to operate? What's best for me? And it's
Mm-hmm.
kind of, because you don't know what the next person is going through. Somebody may be on unemployment,
Yeah.
and they're actually able to use this money to start their business while you're ready to get back to the business, because you're missing $30,000-$40,000 a week, and they're just trying to get $3,000 or $4,000 to get started. You see what I'm saying? So I think if everyone just kind of focuses on their own lane, just focus on your own stuff and just not worry about everyone else, I think we'll see a little bit more progression faster.
Mm-hmm. Now I get it.
So you ready for some questions?
Sure. Let's shoot.
Okay, so if y'all have some questions, shoot it. We're ready. We want to hear what you got to say. I'm so vibing with you, Mr. Devaughn.
Thank you. Appreciate
I
it.
have some amazing gifts that are coming your way, and I cannot wait till they hit.
Really? You give out gifts too? I'll come
I
back.
do. I do. I have some amazing people, supporters who have wonderful clothing lines, wonderful brands, just a lot of different things. And because of your willingness and generosity and to do this with me tonight, I just want to be a blessing to you as well. So thank you.
No, thank you.
Plus,
Thank you.
plus it was your birthday. Plus,
Huh?
plus it was your birthday.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
come on now. All right, so we're ready for your questions. Let me see what I got going
Can we
on
hear
here.
when can we hear new music, Raheem? Are they typing the questions to you over
Yeah,
there?
okay, so you have some, I'm sure some are coming to you and
Yeah.
some are coming to me. So if you want to hit yours first, that's fine.
Yeah, when can we hear new music, Raheem? We can hear new music very soon. I'm working on some stuff. I play new music at night sometimes. That's why you gotta follow me. You gotta set your notifications so you don't miss out on these rare new music listening experiences. If you're talking about music that can be distributed or, you know, and restreamed over and over and over again, I got some new sounds coming soon. Wrapping up a few projects. In the meantime, you can enjoy the new Jeff Bradshaw single featuring myself and Robert Glasper, the Prototype remake. You know, Andre 3000, Outkast Prototype, we remade that 2020 version. There's also a Gil Scott-Heron remake that I have floating around on all digital platforms with a group called The Archives. That record is called Toast to the People. Again, that's a Gil Scott-Heron remake. And let's see, what else is there? There's something else. Oh, Selena Johnson.
I love her.
Yeah, the Frontline record. Duet, I'm on that. And shout out to Mike Phillips, who remade Flavor in Your Ear, a jazz version of Mike Phillips. Flavor in Your Ear's got like multiple artists on it. Myself, Stevie Wonder, a gang of people, Avery Sunshine, a lot of people on that record. So that's out right now, and the video is coming soon as well.
Awesome. Now I'm answering questions that are coming into the question box. Okay, so here comes another one. Do you see it?
Yeah. Do you get anxious sometimes? If so, how do you calm down? I get anxious. I think I work, you know, I think that the laws that they passed for cannabis sativas are great. Yeah. And you know, you pray, you meditate, talk to God, you know.
Okay.
Therapy if you can get it, you know what I mean? These are all great ways to I don't believe in just, you know, taking some narcotic.
Okay.
I mean, you know, I guess, you know, sativas are narcotic, but
your vice.
I don't
Whatever
think
your
narcotic.
Woo, that's a long time ago for me. Oh my goodness, it's going
People
on about 6 years.
area again. Soon online. That's when, you know, and I don't say that to be arrogant. I say that to be real. Like at some point we have to grasp the idea that the world is different now, and that what we're dealing with is going to be for some time. Which means that's not, you know, your best bet is to definitely spread the word of, you know, to all the other people who, you know, that love my music and want to see me, because most of the performances that you see will be like online for now. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like there's a lot of logistics to work out as to how like live performances are going to happen. And when and the way they used to happen as we know them, ain't gonna be that anymore. It's probably not gonna be any more than 100 people allowed. People think I'm crazy when I say this, but it's probably gonna be 100 people allowed in the venue. Hold on. It's gonna be 100. It's gonna probably be 100 to 150 people allowed in the venue, right? There's gonna be social distancing happening. There won't be any meet and greets to physically like how I used to do meet and greets once upon a time and hug people and literally sometimes take the money myself, or, you know, enter in the credit card number or what have you. Like those times are probably no more, or for a very long time. I hate to be the bearer. I'm a realist, you know what I'm saying? And the ticket price of what you paid to go could possibly definitely double, quadruple.
I was gonna say that.
Maybe quadruple, because those 150 people, 100 people are going to be willing to pay whatever
to be there,
to get that experience.
Yeah.
And that when they are in there, things of the past that we used to do and be on the phone while you're in the middle of somebody performing and sitting on the, you know, just for fighting or whatever, just things that used to happen at concerts that you did not like. You know what I mean?
Right.
Ain't gonna happen, because people gonna be so happy to be out and have that close up mentality. You know what I'm saying? And to travel, right? For most for most artists to travel right? Because
Mm-hmm.
right now, them cheap tickets,
Mm-hmm.
everybody getting,
Mm-hmm.
oh, that price is going to quadruple 3 or 4 times, 5 times. So,
Raheem, wait.
so to fly,
Instagram is about to shut us down. Okay?
okay,
You see the
gotcha.
countdown? So
Okay,
we gotta restart it. Okay, we just gotta restart it. We got like 10 seconds. So everybody just come right back. So it's gonna shut down in 8, 7, 6, and we'll just come right back on, okay, and finish up, okay?
all right.
All right, cool.
So I was just in the middle typing hell no. I would never be on a reality show unless I control the narrative and film every piece of it and edit it from my perception of reality and what I want you to how I want you to like me.
So if you did have a reality show, what would it be?
I would no. Hell
If
no.
you did, if you were able to do your own show.
No, because I'd never do one.
Mm.
No, for real talk, if I had a reality show, it would be based around my well, I don't know if I want to say that because people be biting. Old
You,
school.
I think you don't like biters. You
People
just
feeling. A lot of trickery going on, especially right now.
so you don't take it as a compliment.
Imitate. I mean, yeah, it's flattered, but no. Somebody take somebody's idea, like they didn't put any brain power behind. Like, oh, working for him. Let me go try to do that. Like, nah, that's not how this works. Like, and eventually you run out of gas anyway.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I mean? So
Okay.
that's how it works.
Now I'm kind of curious, but I don't want you to throw it out there because we don't want any biters. You know, we hope we have only supporters on here, but you know.
Back to your question I was about to ask.
Okay.
There was I forgot what the question was. I was like really about to answer, like give a really good answer.
Okay, so we were talking about you were talking about the flights and everything
Oh,
was for
that's where we were.
yes.
That whole thing is about the flip, and to make it even deeper.
Mhm.
You know how they say history repeats itself.
Mhm.
The scary part of this is I feel like we are now back we're in the new millennial era of the civil rights movement.
You said it. We are.
Where we haven't had leadership for this country that has failed us or been concerned with things they shouldn't be concerned with instead of fixing the things they should since probably Eisenhower.
Why Eisenhower?
Well, if you know, and I think Eisenhower is was it Eisenhower? I feel like was it Eisenhower? Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't Eisenhower.
But I get your point.
I'm trying to remember if it's Eisenhower now. I don't have all the presidents in front of me right now. Who was in office when they sent the brother they sent the police in to kill the brother was it in Chicago or what have you?
Okay, let me see. Presidents. And he did okay, what took place during this time?
Whoever it was, they used to run like the CIA and they became the president.
Okay, let me see. Presidents that were CIA. I got your back. Okay, let's see.
I feel like I'm on Jeopardy.
Okay, now I see Bush. Bush had the CIA in 1989.
Now this was before Bush. Who was
Okay.
named the presidents for like in the 60s?
Okay, in the 60s. Okay.
Hoover.
Somebody said Eisenhower. Everyone keeps saying Eisenhower.
Was it J. Edgar Hoover?
Let's see. You have Eisenhower in 53 to 61, Kennedy 61 to 63, Johnson.
Who was in before Eisenhower?
Okay, let's see. 50s. Okay, before Eisenhower, you had Truman.
So it had to be during
or Roosevelt.
It was during It was boom, yeah, but he wasn't the president too. You're right. But was that so? What? So Hoover was in office during the time. Hoover was in charge when Eisenhower was president. Is that what it is, guys? History lesson. He worked for the FBI. That's true. But was it during the 60s though?
Okay, presidents, the ones that were in the 60s were Eisenhower, Kennedy, Johnson, and Johnson for.
Got you. So I think it was during Eisenhower's season that you know, during his presidential period that Hoover was. No, he was in.
Because Nixon was vice president during Eisenhower.
I don't want to confuse you guys.
Okay.
The point I'm trying to make on a very serious note is that I feel like we're in a new millennial civil rights era again. If you look at like the history repeating itself of young black men being killed in the street, you know, racism being where it is, unemployment on the rise, like all of these things, you know what I mean? It's kind of like history repeating itself, but on another level, you know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, when history repeats itself, you know, sometimes the challenge is greater, you know?
You know what? Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the history repeats itself, sometimes the challenge is greater. And I feel like, I just feel like we're in those times right now, you know?
Yeah.
And it's going to be important that we be in sync, you know, spirit, you know what I mean? And the music plays a big part of that, you know what I'm saying? So some of these some of these cats need to sit still because they're not making they're making deaf music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like so these guys sit
still.
I
almost pull my braids.
You know what I'm saying? Sit still for a minute. Sit still. Sit in the corner. Let's show you. We're gonna show you how this is really done.
And you know what? This lets you know. This time is also letting us know that people are gravitating to authenticity. They're gravitating to substance.
Of course, because the rug is being pulled from underneath a lot of individuals right now. The rug is being pulled. Like you can tell who's doing it for the bag. You can tell who's doing it for the love. You can tell who's doing it for the culture. You can tell who's, you know,
on crack.
You can go, you can go taking who's going and watching somebody else's live, and you know what I'm saying? It's kind of, you can see all of that. Like, you know, it was crazy. I was on Instagram last night, and I was kind of just like, you can go to the top to live areas when they tell you people live and just swipe. It's just like click on a joint and just swipe to the right or the left. It's like watching TV.
Yeah.
And it's cool. There's some cool things out there too. And
it is.
Like TV, like television, it's some stuff that just you ain't gonna be able to watch it all. So my point is that's why you gotta hone in on what you're doing. And you know what I mean? You try to go for the, you know, you try to go for the right fruit and go for the things that are gonna be nutritional for you, for you, and get that food for thought and get that knowledge and boom, and then but you gotta have, you know, tunnel vision on your success and taking this opportunity to reinvent yourself. And for some people it doesn't mean, you know, it has nothing to actually do being on Instagram or any type of social media. It might be something else that you need to, you know what I mean? Like I'm on social media, not to just ramble and whatever. I'm there to give inspiration,
purpose,
thought, that serve purpose, to entertain too, and to create a sense of escapism, but to also be informative about, you know, things that are impactful on the community, you know, and whether that's through the art of a word and communication, or whether that's through the art of song, you know.
You know what? And that's so beautiful. And it's funny how you just mentioned about everything that's going on, and about history repeating itself. I feel there's no warning there's no destruction without warning. Okay. I do believe there is a warning before destruction. And I'm not a big TV watcher at all. Like, I literally went like 8 years without watching TV. So when I kind of came to, I knew nothing about what was going on. So, um, but I did happen to recently catch a series called Black Mirror on Netflix. Have you ever?
You don't want to go there right now.
I don't like to say the N word, but nigga, I was
like,
dude. First of all now there's a lot of shenanigans in Black Mirror. Okay, I'm talking about a whole lot, but I can see how it can actually happen.
You know, and if we, the writer and the creator of it,
that's what people don't pay attention to. The folks.
He just went public and said that he said, and I don't know if it's from a sincere place or not, but he just said that he's going to take a break. Like, it's too heavy. It was too heavy for him right now because the stuff that he talked about in the first seasons, you know, all the way up to season 5, he feels like it's too time reflective of like where we are right now as a people, but also where it's going to be. You know, it kind of gives a peek into
a warning before distraction,
into the psyche of the mind.
Yeah.
The mental psychosis. You know how certain things are handled. Crime. Racism.
A lot of control.
Poetry, just whatever. It's just it shows a lot of different things of how certain situations are going to be handled, and it's really. But if you also pay attention, though, it takes place in overseas. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of like takes place where it's like it's parts of it that you feel like it's American culture. Clearly, like, you're not in America. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that means that we don't exist anymore. Depends on how deep you want to get with it. But,
you know what? Go ahead.
But it's an interesting thing. I don't want to spoil it. I'm big on like not being a Netflix spoiler of the Netflix and chill situations. You know what I'm saying?
Man, look at here.
It's pretty deep.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. I'm not gonna go into it because I'm not gonna spoil it out of account that you don't want to. Yeah, there was one episode that really gave me pause, and then there was another one that really made me mad, and I was very livid, and it was just because
Black Museum.
Black Museum.
Black Museum.
Video game. The video game.
It didn't make me. That made you mad?
Yeah, I was livid.
You were livid because you felt like we trying to talk about it without you guys. Before we wrap this up, we talk about this without spoiling it for y'all. We're talking code right now. So, but you were mad. Were you mad? Were you like big mad because because of the acts that were being performed? You feel like we were being displayed in a certain manner, or were you mad yo, that could really happen?
It can really happen.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Because you know what? From a safety issue,
it's already happening, but not on that level.
Right.
You know,
from a safety perspective, you're gone, and you're still subjected to
emotional, but from a emotional and mental standpoint. But that's the whole thing about the whole show. It's a complete. Y'all guys see this. It's a complete mindful.
Let me tell you something. They was about to catch it. I'm not one for reviews, but they was about to catch the business.
Look, you about to give it away. Don't do that.
Okay. So moving along. Warning before distraction, but the same thing with Demolition Man.
Let's come back in. Let's close it on out.
Okay. Okay, so we do have. Are you up for a couple of last questions before we? Okay, because I know you got to do your thing tonight too. All right.
I'm off the clock tonight, honey. I'm trying to chill. I'm gonna go to sleep.
For a change.
Yep.
Because you a serious night owl.
I'm going to sleep.
I'm proud of you. Okay, so do you have any questions on your end you want to answer real quick, or you want me to hit for mine?
What'd you say?
You talking to me?
Yeah. You can.
Oh, okay.
All
Okay,
right.
all right, here we go. Here's one here.
Okay. Who is your musical muse? Um,
From War Page.
it's not a person. It's like um, my musical muses are experiences and the female as a whole.
Mm, okay, it is. All right, here we go.
Will he influence his kids to follow his religion? I just want my kids to understand that to work for the will of good, regardless of who we call the creator, um, or how we acknowledge the creator. That basically the world is divided into two things: people that do their best to do good, and people that just basically do evil.
Okay.
That's what I mean. You have to you have to choose one. Name
N-
5 R&B artists that you would put on Mount Rushmore. Um, I don't know. I had to get back to you on that.
That's a good question.
Yeah,
Just boom, 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 boom.
yeah. That's it requires too much thinking right now. What's the next question?
Okay, let's see.
How would
How
you
would you
describe
describe?
your parenting
Y'all
style
really want to know about his?
as a um? I don't take no junk.
Won't that is?
Nah, I think we kind of touched on that earlier. Like I'm very blunt and raw in my approach, and I feel like you have to be. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a not so it's a very blunt and raw reality outside those doors.
It is.
For all our children, especially now. You know,
All right, this is the last one for the night. Do you do all of your own marketing, or do you have a group or person you depend on?
I have I do
So,
both technically. Yeah,
sound like somebody trying to shoot their shot.
yeah, it's both.
Okay. Well, I just want to say those are all the questions I have on my end. Is there anything you wanted to answer on yours? You good?
Um, I will say this: nobody can market you like you, though. So if you're asking for
Mm,
artist perspective, you're responsible for your brand. You're responsible for being your bullhorn. You're responsible for your hustle. In some cases, you may be responsible for investing in yourself.
yeah.
You know, and just for just to put that out there. Again, you can follow me on social media. Of course, Instagram right here, Twitter
Yes.
for Devaughn. More online concerts on the way. And, uh,
Yes.
that's pretty much it, man.
Well, I just want to say it has definitely been a blessing having you tonight. I mean, this was amazing. Your energy, your intellect, and your distinction in your own music and in your own way has just been, I believe, inspiring to us all. And I pray God's blessings around you for more and more years to come. I see you getting sleepy, so we're going to let you go night night. Okay? We
Okay.
gonna let you go. We gonna let you go night night. But thank you
Yeah.
so much, and I would love. You're gonna be expecting your little gift from me. It's nothing super spectacular, but it is a token of my appreciation and love towards you as well.
Don't hate on yourself. Little is a hate word. Get your
Noted,
don't
taken,
gift for me. You just don't hate on yourself. We don't
noted,
do nothing little.
done. Done. Okay, taken and done. And so I just want to say thank you once again. And is there anything you want to leave us with before you go?
Stay healthy, love life, um, be thankful. I'm thankful for you. Thank you for supporting my music. Um,
Absolutely.
you know, stream all the albums, the most recent
Yes.
the Love Reunion. Don't forget, if you haven't heard it, for those that are watching this for the first time, check out the Love Reunion album. Stream all the music, man, and hang out with me. Come hang out with me, Saturday at 10 p.m., on all social media, Facebook and Instagram in particular, for the Garden of Love. Come hang out with me for Mixtape Mondays on IG. Come hang out with me for, Throwback Tuesdays, on Tuesday and Wednesday, Woke Wednesdays, for get your Divine Quarantine on. It's all good.
Hey, we with you, and whatever you got going on, I'm gonna post it as well, so we can just be vibing with you, okay?
All good.
All right, love. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me for Glasses After Dark, and you have a wonderful evening. Get you some sleep, all right?
Peace, y'all.
All right, thank you all. Bye. All right, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful night. Thank you for joining me. I have another interview on Tuesday, and then I'm going to have somebody hot on Thursday. So keep it coming, y'all. Tune in to Glasses After Dark. On Tuesdays, we're going to be doing Perspectives After Dark. So you'll see some hot people behind the industry. It's going to be dope, okay? So love y'all.